Hello everyone, welcome to Warhammer. Today we're going to be doing the Slaves to Darkness faction focus and battle traits. We're just going to pause because we've already gone over these. And then battle formations. United in Darkness. While there's at least one friendly Warriors of Chaos hero and one other friendly Daemon hero or Dark Oath hero on the battlefield, add 2 to the control scores of friendly Slaves to Darkness units while they're contesting an objective that's wholly outside friendly territory, or the God's Wrath Warband. Pick an objective that's contested by friendly units, place a defiled token next to the target objective, then roll a d3 for each enemy unit contesting an objective that has a defiled token. On a 2-up, inflicts an amount of mortal damage on that enemy unit equal to the roll. Was there defiled on this? No, okay, so that's a new. Then despoilers once per turn when you declare a fight ability for a friendly Daemon Prince unit from the despoilers. The Daemon Prince unit using that fight ability pick a friendly non-hero Slice of Darkness monster or beast unit that is not used in a fight and is wholly within 12. The target can immediately be picked to do a fight immediately after the Daemon Prince attacks. Okay. And then Dark Oath Horde, rally the tribes once per turn in your movement phase. If there is a friendly Dark Oath hero on the battlefield, pick a friendly non-hero, non-unique Dark Oath unit that has been destroyed. On a 3-up, set up a replacement unit with half the number of models from the target unit, rounding up on the battlefield, wholly within 6 inches of the battlefield edge and more than 3 from all enemy units. Heroic traits, Ruinous Overlords. The Pantheon, the unit can use the Eye of the Gods abilities if it was the end of the turn, if it had destroyed an enemy unit this turn, so that's in the deployment phase. Once per battle in any combat phase, Deathmonger. This unit can use 2 fight abilities this phase. After the first is used, however, this unit has Strike Last for the rest of the turn. And then Radiance of Dark Glory in any hero phase. Pick each damage friendly unit wholly within 12 to be the target of this unit to be the target. Roll dice for each target on a 3-up, heal 1 to the target, heal 3 if the target is a monster. Artifacts of Power. Infernal Puppet. Once per battle at the start of any turn. Pick a visible enemy wizard within 24 for the rest of the turn. Each time it's picked to use the spell ability, inflict a d3 mortal damage on the target as a reaction. If the target is destroyed by this ability, do not resolve the effect of that spell ability. That's pretty powerful. The Conqueror's Crown, subtract 5 from the control scores of enemy infantry units while they're in combat with this unit. And Realm Warper's Twist Rune, once per battle, in your hero phase, pick a terrain feature within 12. The target does not have the obscuring terrain ability. It grants the ability until the start of your next turn. Then roll a dice for each model, friendly and enemy within an inch, for each 5-up inflict mortal damage on the target. Spell Lore. The Lore of the Damned. Casting value of 5. Unlimited, pick a friendly Slaves to Darkness wizard, pick a visible enemy unit within 12. If the casting attempt is unsuccessful or the spell is unbound, inflict a d3 mortal damage on the caster, but the effect is just to inflict 3 mortal damage on the target. So that's pretty powerful. Binding Damnation, pick a visible enemy unit within 12, they get Strike Last, or Demonic Speed, casting value 7. Pick a friendly visible Slaves to Darkness unit wholly within 12. For the rest of the turn, add 1 to the number of dice rolled when making charge rolls to a maximum of 3. Manifestation, you have Darkfire Daemon Rift, casting value 7. Eightfold Doom Sigil, casting value 7. And Realm Score Rupture, casting value 7. Archaon has a lot of chunky rules, but the Eye of Shirian, roll of dice. This roll replaces the priority roll of the next battle round. On a 1 to 3, your opponent must take the first turn of that battle round. On a 4 to 6, you must take the first turn of that battle round. This ability cannot be used if there is an enemy Archaon on the battlefield. So, you just make it exactly a 50-50. I don't know why you would want that. Slayer of Kings, each time it uses a fight ability, if the unmodified wound roll for 2 or more of the attacks with Slayer of Kings that target the same hero is 6, the hero is automatically destroyed. So, really powerful. The favored Warlord deployment phase, pick one of the following keywords: Scorn, Zinch, Nargle, or Slanesh. This unit has that keyword in addition to Undivided. And Three-Headed Titan once per turn in the combat phase. You can pick one of the following effects: Filth Spewer. Sorry for the alarm. Can't believe that happened. Filth Spewer, pick an enemy unit within 6 inches, roll a number of dice equal to the number of models to a maximum of 7. Reach 3 up, inflict immortal damage on that unit. Skull Gorger, pick an enemy unit in combat with this unit and roll a dice. If the roll exceeds the unit's health characteristic, one model in that unit is slain, and you can heal X this unit, where X is that unit's health characteristic. Spell Eater, pick a manifestation within 12 inches of this unit and roll a dice. On a 2-up, it is banished and inflict D3 mortal damage on the unit that summoned it. That's pretty cool. Daemon Prince, you get to pick one of the following keywords, and it gets either Wings or Trophy Rack. If it has Wings, it has a move characteristic of 10 and can fly. And if it has Trophy Rack, the Hellforged weapons also have anti-hero. And Ruinous Favor, pick a friendly non-unique unit holier than 12 that shares the Mark of Chaos. Roll a dice on a 3-up, the target can immediately use the Eye of the Gods as if it was the end of the turn and then destroyed an enemy unit. Varangard, super strong, heavy cavalry, gets to pick a keyword and can use 2 fights. The second one gets Strike Last. These guys hit like a truck. Absolutely heaviest hitting cavalry, and I think heaviest hitting unit in the game. And does even better on the charge. And some crit mortals. Bellicor, shadowy form, ignore modifiers to save rolls for this unit, positive and negative. Once per turn in enemy combat phase, Deadly Trap, pick this unit up to 2 friendly Slaves to Darkness units. Within this unit's combat range, roll a dice for each target. On a 4-up, they get strike first. The Dark Master, once per battle, pick a visible enemy unit until the start of your next turn. Each time it's picked to use an ability, roll a dice as a reaction. On a 3-up, that ability has no effect. And casting value 6, Enfeeble Foe. Pick a visible enemy unit within 18 until the start of your next turn. Subtract 1 from hit rolls from the target's combat attacks. The target's combat attacks cannot score critical hits. Treat them as regular hits instead. Pretty powerful. Eternus. Veins of Black Lightning. It can use this ability if it's been destroyed. Roll 2d6, add 1 to the roll if a friendly Bellicor is on the battlefield. On an 8-up, set up a replacement unit on the battlefield more than 9 from all enemy units. And then a reaction when your opponent declared a command for a unit within 12. Roll a dice. Add 1 to the roll if the enemy unit is in combat with a friendly Chaos Legionnaires or a Chaos Furies unit. On a 5-up, that command has no effect. The command still counts as having been used, and the command points spent to use the command are still lost. Chaos Lord on Demonic Mount. Get to pick a keyword and then pick a friendly non-hero Warriors Chaos Cavalry unit that is not used to fight. They can fight afterwards. If you do so, they get +1 to win. Gaunt Summoner on Disc of Zinch. We've already gone over his rules in Zinch, but you can basically trap enemy heroes and you can set up units in reserve. So could be useful to kind of make some more strategies to make your army more mobile. Got a summoner on foot, same thing, except it's can make your teleporting even better. Ogroid Theridons, you pick a Mark of Chaos, and then once per battle in any combat phase, you can add 1 to the damage characteristics of their melee weapons. So goes to damage 3, can be really powerful. Really good anti-infantry choice. Chaos Sorcerer Lord on Manticore. You can pick any of them except for I'm assuming that these have the Mark of Zinch. Yes. Um, you pick any except for Corn because it's a spellcaster. Oracular Visions, once per turn in your hero phase, pick a friendly Warriors of Chaos unit, wholly within 12. And the 3 up, they get Ward of 5 up. Venomous Tail Strike, once per turn in any combat phase, pick an enemy monster. On a 3 up, they get Strike Last. Chaos Lord on Manticore can take any of the keywords. Ironwilled Overlord, add 2 to the control scores of friendly Warriors of Chaos units while they're wholly within 12. Then Apex Predator, once per turn, pick an enemy monster in combat, add 1 to hit rolls for this unit's combat attacks that target that monster for the rest of the turn. This ability also affects companion weapons. Chaos Lord on foot, Glory in battle when you declare a fight ability, also can take any keyword. Um, non Pick a friendly non-hero Warriors of Chaos infantry unit that is not used to fight. They can immediately fight afterwards and add 1 to wound rolls. Chaos Lord on Karkadrak, you can pick any of the keywords. And Brutish Rampage, if this unit charged to this phase, pick up to 3 enemy units within an inch. Roll a d3 for each target. On a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. So that's pretty powerful. And then pick this unit and up to 2 in the non-hero Warriors of Chaos units older than 12. It once per battle in any charge phase, add 2 to the charge rolls for it. Chaos Sorcerer Lord can take any but Corn. And gets Oracular Visions. Pick a friendly Warriors of Chaos unit older than 12. On a 3-up, they get a Ward of 5 up. So, pretty powerful. Exalted Hero of Chaos. Pick any of the Marks of Chaos. Add 1 to the damage characteristic of this unit's melee weapons that target heroes or monsters. So, pretty powerful against anti-hero, anti-monster characters. Ogroid Myrmidon is your Ogroid hero. I want to see more Ogroids because they look great. Can take any keyword. And reaction when you declare a fight, you can pick a friendly Ogroid Therodons that is not used to fight. They can immediately fight afterwards. Add 1 to hit rolls for the target's attacks if they do so. And while it's damaged, add 2 to the attack's characteristic of its melee weapons. So would have 8 attacks. So it could be a very powerful melee character. Chaos War Shrine can pick any of the keywords. It is a priest, even though you don't have a prayer lore. Friendly Warriors of Chaos units have a ward of 6 up while they're wholly within 12. Favor of Chaos is, I guess, the only prayer you can use on this guy. Pick a visible friendly Slaves to Darkness unit wholly within 12 that shares a March of Chaos keyword with this unit to be the target. Make a chanting roll of d6. Apply 1 of the following effects. Either undivided when it uses rally, you can make 3 additional rally rolls of d6. Corn, add 1 to the hit rolls for the target's attack. Zinch, ward of 5 up. Nurgle, add 1 to wound rolls. Slanesh, add 1 to the number of dice rolled when making charges to a maximum of 3. If the chanting roll is an 8 up, you can pick up to 2 units to be the target instead of 1. Soul Grinder. It's a monster. It can take any keyword. It can charge even if it ran and pick an enemy unit in combat as its rampage. Roll a d3 on a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target. Then this unit can move 6 inches. During that move, it can pass through models in the target unit, but must move in combat. Chaos Chariot can pick any keyword and can pick either the Chaos Warflail or Chaos Great Blade. If it charged, pick an enemy unit with an inch on a d3, roll a d3 on a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. Gorby's Chariot, pretty much the same loadout, but while using the power through, inflict an additional d3 mortal damage and add 3 to the distance it can move. So it's a mini Stormstrike Chariot. Dark Oath Chieftain, pick a friendly non-hero Dark Oath infantry that has been not used to fight. They can be picked to use a fight immediately after. Is picked to do so, add 1 to the attack characteristic of their weapons. And Oath of Murder, once per battle at the end of any turn, if this unit destroyed an enemy hero or monster, it gets strike first for the rest of the battle. Dark Oath War Queen, Ruin Blessed Conqueror, once per turn in your hero phase, pick an objective that this unit is contesting. On 3 up for the rest of the turn, other friendly Dark Oath units have a ward of 5 up while they're contesting the objective. An Oath of Supremacy, once per battle in a charge phase, if this unit is wholly within enemy territory and charge this phase, for the rest of the battle, add 1 to hit rolls for combat attacks made by friendly Dark Oath units while they're wholly within 12 inches of this unit. And then Chaos Chosen, Heralds of Ruination, they can use 2 fight abilities. The second one has Strike Last, one of the heaviest hitting infantry unit in the game. Chaos Warriors, uh, actually, yeah. So both of them can take any keyword they want. Chaos Warriors add 1 to the attacks of their rune-etched weapons while it's contesting objective you control. Chaos Spawn, we've already looked at the rules for them. They're not that special. But these are actually a little different because they're not Chaos Spawn and Tzeentch. While this unit is wholly within 12 of a friendly Daemon Prince that shares a Mark of Chaos keyword with it, you can reroll the random characteristic of their move and attacks characteristic. So that gives them a little bit better rules. Chaos Knights, same marks of chaos, impaling charge. If it charge for the rest of the turn, add 1 to the rend of their curse lance. So +1 rend, +1 damage on the charge. Mutalith Vortex Beast is a monster. In any hero phase, you heal D3 this unit. Then in the combat phase, you apply the corresponding effect below when you roll a dice. If it's wholly within 12 inches of a friendly Tzeentch wizard, you can roll 2 dice instead, picking either result, and then apply the corresponding effect below. 1 is no effect. 2 is subtract 3 from the target's control score. 3, the target can't use commands. 4, subtract 1 from their move for the rest of the battle. 5, inflict d6 moral damage on the target, then heal d6 this unit. That's the one you want. And 6 is transmogrification. You pick any other effect. The Slaughter Brute is a more melee-focused version. If it charge, pick an enemy unit within an inch, roll a d3 on a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. If it's infantry, double the amount of mortal damage inflicted. Sigils of Domination, deployment phase, pick a friendly Slaves to Darkness hero within this unit's combat range for the rest of the battlefield. While the unit is within the master's combat range, add 1 to the number of dice rolled when making charge rolls for this unit to a maximum of 3. Centaurian Marshal. Marshal of the Legions, pick a friendly non-hero undivided unit that has not used a fight ability this turn, as within this they can fight afterwards. If it's picked to do so, add 1 to hit rolls for their attacks. Chaos Legionaries. Sow Confusion, once per turn in your movement phase. You roll dice on a 4-up, they can't use commands. They're not Dark Oath, so just a note. Raptorix, Slaves to Darkness, they're undivided. If this unit charged for the rest of the turn, add 1 to the attack characteristic of their melee weapons. Chaos Furies, if this unit is in combat, roll dice on a 3-up. This unit can immediately use the retreat as if it's your movement phase without any immortal damage being inflicted on it. Mindstealer Spheranx, pick an enemy unit within 6, roll a dice. If the roll exceeds the target's control characteristic, the target gets strike last. The Morid Crusher, pick a terrain feature within an inch of this unit, then pick each other enemy unit, friendly and enemy, within 3 inches of that terrain feature. Roll a d3 for each target. On a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. So, kind of an interesting monster that can smash guys with terrain features. The Realm Scourge Rupture. If this manifestation charge, which it can charge, 9-inch move, okay. Roll dice for each model in the target unit. For each 6, inflict a mortal damage on the target. If any models in the target unit are slain, subtract 1 from hit rolls for their attacks. It has 2d3 attacks, 4-up, 3-up, rend 1 damage, crits, 2 hits, 6 health, 9-inch move, 5-up save, ward 6-up. Eightfold Doom Sigil, 6 health, no move, 5-up save, and ward of 6-up. If 2 or more units, friendly or enemy, were destroyed this turn, for the rest of the turn, add 1 to the attacks. My dog just pressed the keyboard. You're not a cat. Add 1 to the attack characteristic of melee weapons used by friendly Slaves to Darkness units while they're wholly within 12 of this manifestation. Darkfire Daemon Rift, 6 health, 9 HP, 6 up save. It's got a shooting attack range of 8 inches, d6 attacks, 2 up, 3 up, rend 1, 1 damage, shooting combat. Daemon Rift Maul, 3 attacks, 4 up, 2 up, no range, d3 damage. Passive. Each time a spell is successfully cast by a unit within 12 of this manifestation, give this manifestation 1 ruinous energy point to a maximum of 6. Each time it uses the shoot ability, add 1 to the attacks for each ruinous energy point. If this manifestation is removed from play, the ruinous energy points are lost. Next is Chaotica. The following universal terrain abilities apply to this terrain feature. Draw power, roll a dice. Give a number of power points to this terrain feature equal to the roll. The terrain feature can have a maximum of 12 power points. Infernal sorcery. If this terrain feature has 3 or more power points, pick a friendly slave wizard within 3. Remove 3 and add 1 to the casting rolls. Or corrupt the lands. If this terrain feature has 9 or more power points, pick an objective or terrain feature within 24. Then pick any number of enemy units within 3. Remove 9 power points from the terrain feature, then roll d3 for each target. On a 2-up, inflicts an amount of mortal damage on a target equal to the roll. So into Dark Oath, you've got the Dark Oath Wilderfiend. Feed on flesh passive. Each time a model, friendly, or enemy is slain within 12, give this unit a sacrifice point to a maximum of 6. If there are more than 1 friendly Dark Oath Wilderfiend units within 12 of the slain model, only 1 can be given the sacrifice point. It is a beast. Primal Sorcery, pick one of the following effects. Mind Shroud, pick an enemy unit within 12 to be the target and roll a number of dice equal to the number of sacrifice points. If any of the rolls are 5 up, they can't use commands. Warping Balefire, pick an enemy unit within 12 and roll a number of dice equal to the sacrifice points for each 3 up inflict mortal damage. And then Dark Might heal X this unit, where X is the number of sacrifice points. After applying, you reduce its sacrifice points to 0. Really cool monster. Dark Oath Chieftain on Warsteed. You can reroll charge rolls for friendly Dark Oath cavalry units while they're wholly within 12. And Oath of Murder has the same ability as the one on foot. Dark Oath Marauders. If this unit charged this phase and the unmodified charge roll was an 8 up, add 1 to the rend of their attacks. While it's wholly within 12 of any friendly Dark Oath heroes, each time a model is slain on a 5 up, inflict mortal damage after the fight's been resolved. Dark Oath Savagers. Oath of Conquest. If this unit is contesting an objective you control that is wholly within enemy territory, the unit has a ward of 5 up for the rest of the battle. That's pretty powerful. Dark Oath Fell Riders. They get either Marauder Javelins or Broadswords. I think you're going to pick Javelins each time. Oath of the Raider. Once per battle in a charge phase, if they charge this phase and is in combat with an enemy unit, the enemy unit is only in combat with this unit, add 1 to the rend characteristic of this unit's weapons for the rest of the battle, and subtract 1 from hit rolls for shooting attacks that target this unit. Abraxia. Warlord of the First Circle. If a friendly Vanguard unit uses the Relentless Killer's ability, that unit does not have Strike Last as a result of that ability. Super strong. Super, super strong. Once per turn, any combat phase, Roar of Domination, pick an enemy hero in combat. On a 3 up, subtract 1 from the attacks of their melee weapons for the rest of the turn. Blood of Molten Averonite. Roll dice each time a damage point is allocated. On a 4 up, inflict mortal damage after the fight's been resolved. Gorbolga the Accursed. If this unit is combat, roll a dice. On a 1, allocate 1 damage point to this user. On a 2, no effect. On a 3 to 5, add 1 to the damage characteristic of Gorbolga. On a 6, the effect of White Hot Veronite applies, and it has crit mortal as well. So it can be a very powerful ability. Gunnar Brand. You carve a path to glory. This unit can only use this ability if it's in combat with an enemy hero. It can use 2 fight abilities this phase. The second one gets Strike Last, and it must pick the enemy hero to be the target of all of its attacks. And then once per battle at the end of any turn, Oath of Bloodshed. This unit can only use this ability if any enemy heroes are slain. Friendly Gunnar Oathsworn units have a ward of 4 off for the rest of the battle. So you want to kill a hero with this guy. Signy Brand. A interesting kind of hero cavalry, but very light, not very many wounds, but swift as the wind, only critical scores. Hits score critical successful hits for shooting attacks that target this unit, and uncanny shot. Add 1 to the rend characteristic of Singari's warbow for attacks that target enemy units within 6 inches of Gunnar Brand. The Oath Sworn Kin. You have a spell, casting value 5, pick a visible enemy hero within 18, inflict 1 more damage on the target, and subtract 1 from the attack's characteristic. And then Broken Naja. While this unit's Broken Naja is on the battlefield, it has Wizard 1. Slaves to Darkness, Bloodwind Legion. You have a Chaos Lord, a Chaos Chariot, 2 units of Chaos Warriors, and a unit of Chaos Knights. You get the same Eye of the Gods, pretty much. Regiment abilities, you pick either. So you can either, once per battle, pick a friendly Chaos Warriors or Chaos Knights. They can immediately roll on the Eye of the Gods. Or add 3 to the control scores of Chaos Warriors. You're picking that one. Enhancements, you pick one of these. You pick Mark of Corn, add 1 to the rend of their melee weapons. Mark of Zinch, pick a friendly unit on the battlefield. You cannot pick your general once per battle in your movement phase. Remove the unit from the battlefield. Set up again, wholly within 6 of your general and more than 9 from all enemy units. It cannot use move abilities for the rest of the phase. Mark of Nurgle, subtract 1 from wound rolls that attack him. And Mark of Slanesh, your general has strike first. Mark of Slanesh, Mark of Nurgle are both good. Sorry, my dog barked. Chaos Lord. In your hero phase, on a fort, you roll on the Eye of the Gods. Iron Will's Champion in a combat phase. Pick a friendly unit wholly within 12. And roll a dice on a 2-up, add 1 to hit rolls. Chaos Chariot. When it charges, it does mortal damage. Chaos Warriors, add 1 to wound rolls that target an enemy unit contesting an objective you don't control. Chaos Knights, add 1 to the rend of their cursed lances if they charge. So pretty much exactly the same. I'm excited for this army. I'm thinking of doing a Dark Oath warband for sure. This is also a really long episode, so I need to close it out quickly. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you're interested in, and I'll see you in the next episode.